I am breaking the routine a little. Hey, how you doing? The weather has cooled off quite a bit for July, so we're taking this opportunity to get a walk in a little early. And after my therapy, so we're coming up here. We're gonna get out and do our little walking, right, Mr. Jim? Right, pup? Another country heard from. Here will do. Woo! Walking the dogs here in North Kansas City. Can't beat this weather at all. A little windy, but hopefully it was not being picked up on the mic. I love this old sign. I believe this used to be an auto bank. And the sign is just a part of the facade. I hope they're wise and restore it and they don't take it apart and tear it down and everything. The thing about mid-century modern stuff is that, you know, like the old signs and facades like that, is that people have it and they don't know its value. And so a lot of it just gets ripped down even today and disappears. And it's getting harder and harder to find. And it's of an era. Right now I think it's in the nostalgia phase. But pretty soon it's going to be getting into the, well, it's nostalgia and vintage. Pretty soon it'll be getting into the antique phase, and then people are going to be like, oh yeah, you remember that googie mid-century sign you tore down? Well, now it's worth $50,000. Oops. Worth more than the building it's in front of. We've passed through here before. It's a nice little courtyard in the heart of downtown North Kansas City. Going up through here, through Chappelle's alleyway. Is that how you say it? Chappelle's, Chapels? I think it's Chappelle's. There's somebody in here even. Come on, Jimmy. Things are still not quite open up the way they used to be. And now we're having a resurgence of the coronavirus. Oops, beer flu, I mean. Oops. Yeah, we have some vacation time coming up. Second week of August. And we're trying to make our plans. And we're finding that our plans are being influenced by new hotspots that are forming with the beer flu. And so I think I'd always like to take the kids all along Route 66, but I think that's out because there's 2 states that are hotspots. And then we were thinking about going to Las Vegas. Well, Nevada is another hotspot. And the other 2 states are hotspots are Missouri and Texas, right along the route. So, yeah. And these are hotspots because people are refusing to get their shots. And there's a new, more virulent strain of the beer flu out there, the Delta variant. And so I guess these places are going to suffer. People are doing what we're doing. They're making their choices based on safety. And, yeah, it's like, I'm not going to say I hate to say I told you so, because I'm going to say I told you so. I've been saying it all along. And the problem is we have kids who are under 12. They cannot get vaccinated. And when we went to Lebanon, belatedly, I wasn't watching the news, and right where we were, Lebanon, Springfield, is a big hot spot. one of the biggest in the country. And it's also an area where there's signs everywhere talking about how they don't like certain parts of the government, they won't listen to the government, and this and that and the other thing, and they're not going to get their shots because it's a government plot. And then, to top all that off, my brother-in-law, who pretty much felt the same way, got it really bad and had a pre-existing condition with his asthma. He was dead within 2 weeks, died horribly. I don't even want to talk about how badly he died. It's nothing to take, you know, losing business will eventually come back. Losing your life, that's what's at stake. So I guess we're kind of planning around what's safe for the kids. And this isn't a political statement, this is just reality. So anyway, talk too long. My wife gets after me about my proselytizing, so I gotta stop. If it's not here when I come back the other way, I'm admiring that camper van. I don't usually come to this end of the street. Decided to walk a little bit further. North Kansas City. Their signage is usually really bright. Their flag is huge. American Inn. Nessie, how have you been? It's the old Sinclair dinosaur. I'm having a hard time keeping my shoes tied. Oh yeah, I love you too, Stella. So it's still here when I've come back the other way. I don't think it's a scratch built. Oh, it says handicap. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if it's actually a camper. Sportsmobile. That's who made it. I don't know how old it is either. Maybe a couple of years. Water fun. I think it's free too, so gonna have to bring the kiddos out here sometime. Here to Dag Park. And once I've walked a little ways, it's starting to feel quite warm. Whew. This has become our favorite place to watch movies. It's a local business. We like supporting local businesses. And I love the front end and marquee. And a lot of things they do is pretty cool. Like, well, I'm not totally into it, but they'll have like a horror week and really into sci-fi and stuff like that. Just being creative to keep themselves going and having fun while they're doing it. So more power to them. Now there's a good view of downtown North Kansas City. And there's a good view of downtown Kansas City, way off in the distance. Well, it's been a good walk, and I gotta go pick up some, well, I'm gonna go have some coffee first. Then I'm gonna go pick up some loot fees. Got a special request. Loot fees, fried fish. So that's what I'm gonna do, maybe. Yeah, I never know these days. I don't like making plans. They always get messed up. Last shot of the Allen Chevrolet building. I love that streamlined modern marquee. The streamlined modern facade.